Hello, and welcome to the October live stream for Abusecartoons. Finally back. Sorry, I've been procrastinating on this. I was gone for the first half of October, as in visiting family. So I didn't have anything with me to let me stream or even draw. So I tried to do work ahead, but I was a few short, and I'm a few short now. So let's get on the stream and do this. So good to see everybody in the chat. K5, Tyler, Agent Carolina. Excellent. Yeah, good to see everybody. Oh, I think the combined chat. Oh, yeah, sorry. Sorry, K5. I should have visited. I visited all of the most terrible airports, the worst airports in America. I got to enjoy with wonderful either insanely long layovers or no time to transfer. So I'm either sleeping in a chair at the gate, or I'm running or riding, taking a 20-minute what is it called? It's not a train. It's on a big cement rail, monorail. I'm taking the ridiculously out of date monorail around the airport because you can't move between terminals. All kinds of nonsense. Yeah, it was really, really crazy. But I made it back, and it was kind of a part visiting family and then part just trying to rescue some of the stuff that I had in storage there, because property was being sold, and yeah, it's a whole thing. But I managed to save some surprisingly old stuff. So I have pieces from my childhood, which will probably resurface on, if you're watching this on the Upturned Table channel, on Upturned Table. I won't torture you on Abusecartoons. We'll just do cartoons. But yeah, I was there, got to watch some funny local election ads. And the way they schedule those, or the buys, sometimes they come one right after the other, like competing candidates. So there'll be one and the other. So they can't both be right, but you watch them like one after the other, and it looks very funny. Both of them are evil beyond redemption, and how could they do this? And that guy's evil too. Yeah, that was the thing that I kind of forgot. Like, Americans do this, and I don't know. I mean, people in other countries debate ideas, right? Argue ideas, and in the U.S. they just argue their side, and so it's almost like a religion. It feels more like people are trying to convert you to a religion than they're trying to actually discuss, what would help. So it's crazy. Oh, hummus. Oh, that hummus and cucumbers. That's nice. Yeah, I was trying to, I didn't have access to very good shopping. So I would really wanted to get a hold of some, the closest I got was some hummus chips, like some crackers that were like, hummus flavored. I'm sure there's no chickpea in them at all. But, yeah, it's crazy. But yeah, the whole the whole thing, and I realized when I first moved to Japan, you could kind of deal with a cargo company, and they would give you a little piece of a container, and if you wanted to move furniture or fragile items like televisions or whatever, it was possible, and you could do it the other way as well. There was a guy that lived in Japan for a while that I met in Chicago, and he had an old 90s, like, tube, like CRT TV, one of the bazookas, I forget who made, but they were calling the emitter in the CRT, their brand name for it was Bazooka. So across the top of the television, it said Bazooka. And it was huge. It was, one of those. And it was widescreen. It was, what is it? 4x3, 6x9, 6x9 widescreen, and So you could go both ways, but now that's not even an option. Like I would literally have to start an LCC and call myself an import export company and then do B2B order directly with cargo companies. Like you can deal with the cargo companies for the airlines and things, and I would literally have to have a business license as an import exporter to even do that, just to move my personal junk, because there is no way to do that. So you're dealing with DHL or UPS, and they're putting it on a freaking airplane and charging you $400, to move 20 pounds or something. I can't even imagine like what, furniture and stuff. So, oh yeah. Yeah. So I'll give you the whole itinerary while I draw, right? I got to drawing, right? That's the purpose here. So my mother was living in kind of rural Illinois, northwest corner of Illinois. It's a beautiful area because it wasn't like crushed flat by the glaciers. So it has like nice rolling hills and what they call, mountains there. So a very beautiful country, kind of Mississippi River Valley area. They're selling off everything and retiring not that far south, but to the Ozarks. So kind of the length of Illinois and then just on the other side of Missouri. That's a nice country too. It's a little dry. It reminded me a little bit of Los Angeles because the trees brown. They don't turn beautiful colors. They kind of just dry up on the trees, and that's the color is just dying brown because there's no cold snap. And there's very rarely snow there, maybe at elevations, but not lower. So they're getting rid of everything there, and that's where I had lived prior, after I left LA, prior to Japan. And so the house that I was staying at there was sold, and everything that I had was moved into a cargo container. They had one of those. Yeah, it was just literally like I wish I could have just. It probably would have been cheaper just to pay the money and have it put on a ship and sent to Japan. But it was everything like that survived from the house because, of course, it's the countryside. So little things get in. There were little, we lost a lot of stuff to mice making nests and stuff in our in clothes and stuff. But anyhow, so reclaim stuff. And it was basically everything. The things that I was most worried about was the unreplaceable stuff, like all my sketchbooks and art from, art school and various times. And, and books kind of had to go. Books were just too heavy. I kept a few, but, during kind of the days when I was going back and forth, I would bring a few with me in my luggage. But a lot of that got donated to the library and then Goodwill. And if I could have planned better, because this kind of happened a little faster than I had any idea about. If I would have had a good month to do this, I could have gotten everything to a place. But a lot of stuff, unfortunately, went into a dumpster. And flying out, flew LA to Chicago the first way. So that was, kind of typical. I remembered both of those airports. LA has gotten worse and Chicago's gotten better. Actually, they've remodeled a lot. The terminals I was in Chicago were much better. And I always hated that airport because it's really big and sprawling and everything at one time seemed to go through it. But I think now the airlines use their hubs more. I wasn't in LA for any amount of time because I really wanted to see the guys that I play on Upturned table are on the West Coast. So really, if I had some time or if I could have figured out a day layover or something, it would have been great to meet them, face to face. But that will happen. So I still have family in the West Coast. So Chicago, and then I rented a car after 18 hours on a plane and drove out to where we were staying, and I picked up my daughter. My daughter flew out from California too. So that was nice. We stopped at White Castle and stuff on the way, and their menus, surprisingly, they're trying to add variety. There's spicy and all kinds of varieties of burgers now, little sliders with lettuce and tomato on them, and yeah, that was fun to see. And that Dusseldorf mustard. That was the key to making those wonderful. It's like it's almost like stadium mustard. You know, like that brown mustard that you put on hot dogs that they used to call stadium mustard. So not the yellow mustard, but that was really good on the sliders. And you could do garlic instead of onions, and yeah, good stuff. Not good stuff. Not good for you, but it's been a long time. And yeah, so then we drove out and got there late, and yeah, and just stayed in an empty house basically that had an air mattress, a bed, and a refrigerator, zero furniture, and then just sorted through everything that was there, and that took a while. And on the flight, probably my daughter got COVID. So she was there. We were going through stuff, and it was fun because there was a lot of memories. Like there was a lot of fun stuff. Because some of that stuff was like 30 years old. And so she felt my throat's kind of bugging me, and I'm getting all clogged up. And I'm like, oh yeah, this is, some of the stuff's kind of moldy and dusty. And of course we're still dealing with like, mice stuff. So who knows what we were breathing, opening some of those boxes. So I was, oh yeah, she's probably just getting allergies or something. And fortunately, my relatives had a COVID test, and it was COVID. Yay! So she spent the next 3 days just in bed while I wrestled with the the detritus of my life in America. So yeah, that was fun. And it was heartbreaking too, because I really felt the kind of death of physical media, because there's so much stuff that I wanted to keep, but it's just not possible. I mean, there's zero storage in Japan. And even like if you rent a like a storage thing, like a public storage kind of space, it's not even big enough to put a car in. Like it's not even a single car garage size. They're really tiny, like a closet. So they do not want you saving stuff. And a lot of people, recycle stuff. They get rid of books. You see like these really depressing little bundles. They have this recycled like plastic cord that they use for binding like things that are going to be recycled, and you'll see like sets of complete sets of manga or things that they're not going to bother taking to the used shops, and just out in the trash. It's really sad how often you see that here. And I guess I'm a bit of a a pack rat. What did I do here? So I had a lot more stuff than I needed to. I kept a lot more stuff around, but I realized that none of it was coming with me. I just had to focus on, like, I started to set stuff aside. I'm like, whoa, I'm going way too generous with this, and I'm gonna have to then go through that and pare that down and pare that down. So yeah, there was some heartbreaking stuff that I should have along the way, realizing once we kind of figured we're gonna be more settled in Japan and just be visiting the U.S., because I don't want to have kids. Didn't seem like a fun place to have kids, or even for someone that English is their second language to be pregnant. So we did that, and we went through everything, and I sent a lot of stuff through the postal service, and that was crazy expensive. Even and I sent some of my daughter's stuff too. Even to California, it was really, really pricey. So that was brutal. And then it arrived all smashed up. There were so many boxes. There was one that was literally you could tell it was completely busted open, and that they just, like a mummy, they just, wrapped it in a big wad of tape. So it was mostly just tape. And these were not, those were decent. They were intended to be shipping boxes. It wasn't like they were just some random rotting cardboard. So it was very frustrating. So yeah, I've got some insurance claims that I'll probably never see the end of, for stuff that was just completely smashed. And it was funny, the box was kind of intact, but customs in Japan opened it and it was broken. So they took everything and wrapped it in a little newspaper, in a little piece of Japanese newspaper, taped it, and then they wrote broken on the front of it. So they treated everything that they found inside very carefully. It was so funny. Oh, and another thing that was weird, I didn't even know this was, I kind of like threw this in last minute, but I had this like one of these like little drawstring pouches of glass beads. It's just glass beads for like counters for games and stuff, and they were just like iridescent. So I thought they were kind of. I didn't want to just throw them away. I should have. They're at the 100 yen stores everywhere, but I just threw this in there, and when it got through customs, so here's like the customs tape, so a little baggy, and they took some of them out and they broke one intentionally to make sure that there was nothing inside of it, like I wasn't smuggling like rare metals or opium or whatever. But that was very interesting. I hadn't seen that before, but it was because I think it was mostly a box of books, and I threw that in, or like papers and sketchbooks. And at the last minute, I threw that in. Like, oh, that was a dumb idea. It probably freaked them out, So it made me think about like, wow, I wonder what people do try to like just put in a box and send into a country. That's got to be strange. I'm sure they've got some funny stories, but yeah, the handling, of course, baggage handling, or postal handlers really fuck some stuff up. So yeah, a lot of it arrived even worse. But yeah, but it was fun. It was fun to like kind of save the bits that I could. But yeah, I did really feel that how they're pushing you toward not having anything like that, not having collections of physical media and whatever, and that really sucks because yeah, it's just that puts way too much control into these greedy ass media companies. The one or two that will exist eventually when they buy each other all up. Disney and Warner Brothers, Warner Brothers Discovery, whatever the remnants will be. But yeah, that was hard. That was hard because I let go of all my. They went to Goodwill, so Goodwill had an amazing comic book collection, an amazing album collection, and cassettes and CDs and stuff. There was just so much stuff. I'm like, can't do it. But it's nice that I had the choice. I needed to get back and at least make my own decisions about what I wanted to recover. But it did feel pretty morbid. It felt like the end of something. The end of me. It felt kind of weird. So did that, and then sent everything out. And then after my daughter recovered, sat on an air mattress, or laid on an air mattress for 3 days on NyQuil. Then we went down to my mom's new place, and it was nice. It was like kind of dry. So it didn't feel as lush, like the Midwest, like kind of rural Illinois and stuff is very, very lush and green. And then when it turns to fall, it's very beautiful, very beautiful autumn colors. So this doesn't have quite the same, but it's a few man-made lakes kind of happen. The White River, I guess, is their closest kind of big river. And they dammed that up probably during the post-war WPA era. And has a big old cement dam, and so two man-made lakes, and they're old enough. They've been around for 75, 80 years, so they've grown in. It's very natural looking. It doesn't feel so artificial. So that's nice. It's very scenic, and they built a lot of houses and stuff. And the actual Ozark area, like from the TV show, the streaming show on Netflix. Looks pretty built up. Like we drove by, they don't live like right in there, but we drove across a bridge near that area, and there's so many hotels now right on the lake. So it looks like it's really getting overdeveloped. But it's a lot of kind of rich Chicago tourists and people that want their vacation houses not insanely far away. Like they don't need the coast. They want to have a boat and some water, and it's a nice compromise, because you're either dealing with the muddy Mississippi or lakes, and if you go north, then it's so cold you can only be there for a shortened summer. Yeah. So that was a thing, and I was in a pretty miserable mood, after going through all that stuff, and still brought some stuff with me to still sort through, because there were some, sketchbooks and stuff that I didn't. It's just like it's not worth taking this. So I was just like photographing, because I forgot the cameras now. Basically, you can use a smartphone camera like a scanner, like it's high resolution enough. So I just sat and photographed a bunch of pages of like pen drawings and stuff, and I'm just like, yeah, I don't want to. I would have a record of this still, but there's no point in keeping this, like 25 pounds of books. So some of the less dear stuff, I pitched, and it was nice because my daughter, I did a bunch of sketchbooks. Of course, when you're a student in art school and you need somebody to draw, you draw the person you're living with. So I drew a ton of pictures of her mother in my sketchbook. So she saved a couple of those, because it's, nice memory of that time. That was our young, optimistic time before the dark times, before Los Angeles. And I had some great barbecue, some really nice, heavy Southern food. That was wonderful. But it was okay. I was mostly in recovery mode anyhow. Everything was like really far away, so there wasn't access to much. So I wanted to do a little bit of shopping to bring presents and stuff back. That's the Japanese thing. You have to always bring a little travel present, like a souvenir from places you've been, to justify your leaving, I guess. And that was hard. And I was even thinking for the stream to bring back some American Halloween candy, but it's in such, large bags and stuff. And I would probably eat the whole bag myself. There's nobody I'm going to hand it out to. So I was like, well, this is kind of stupid. It would be fun. It was fun for me, not fun for you, because you see it in the store all the time. So I'm like, okay, what would be the point of doing that? But they had a lot of those, fun sized bags of like, assorted candies and stuff. And that brought me back, but I don't have any use for it other than just sitting there and, pounding it down myself. Oh yeah, speaking of cider and apples and stuff, we went to the apple farm because it's that season. And we had apple donuts and apple butter and good cider and stuff. So that was one of the things I brought back for my wife is apple butter. She's a fan of that. So that's basically like, if you haven't had it before, if you don't have it in part of your country or the part of country you're in, it's kind of concentrated, cooked down applesauce. It's kind of a coarse, real heavy applesauce, and it's usually brown. It's got a lot of spices and stuff in it. So it's usually very brown. It's a nice spread on toast and things, if you like apples and cinnamon. And I couldn't bring back any of the barbecue because any of the places I could get to, it was very local. And so the containers they had stuff in was like, this is just going to explode in a carry-on or a checked bag or whatever. So I thought about transferring it to something, but the stuff I had access to was like Dollar General, like jars and stuff. Like, that's going to leak. I'm going to, fill a suitcase full of barbecue sauce, covered everything, if I do this. And because I was transporting like artwork and things in my suitcases, I didn't want to risk anything. So a very well sealed jar of apple butter was as close as I got. But there was some good, and I don't know if this is the rule, but at least in the northern Arkansas, the kind of Ozark area, the barbecue sauce was very thin. It had a lot of spices in it, very vinegary, very thin, and they pushed it either spicy or sweet in a lot of the places, and it was good. It was really good, but very very thin and sticky. So maybe, I don't know, honey or something in it. You get any of it on you, and it's like it takes a while to get it off. But that was really good. I haven't had American barbecue in a long time. So good stuff. Sorry, I'll keep a better eye on the chat. Oh, cool. Yeah, I appreciate it. Yeah. Yes. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'm glad. I'm glad I didn't get anything taken. I didn't try to like bring too much, food or anything back. So nothing was taken out of my check bags and the stuff in the mail was just very, yeah, no, yeah, just memories and stuff. So, but the frustrating part is it's not replaceable. So it felt really bad putting it in the mail, and not knowing if I was going to see it again, because it's stuff that I couldn't replace. So some of these insurance claims it's kind of impossible because they want proof of value and stuff. I'm like, sentimental is off the charts, but actual value is probably not much. Yeah, so it's that whole process is so stupid. I know that's going to go terribly wrong because the instructions were to contact now my local point where the boxes entered the country and get the damage report from them and send it to the US. And who is going to translate that? Like what language is it's so stupid. Yeah, so they put of course they put all the burden on you with anything, insurance related. They put all the burden and labor on you to get all of this stuff done, and they don't automate it in any way. You're just uploading a bunch of JPEGs and PDFs. So we'll see. That was very frustrating. Yeah, candy corn. Yeah, I looked at candy corn. I was going to bring a bag of candy because that's a very strange. Nobody imports it here because I think it's just like it's too strange a candy. People don't get it in Asia. So I don't see it here. So I'm always tempted to bring. I think one year I did when I had the gallery and we do like Halloween events. I brought a bag of candy corn and everyone was just like, "This is really waxy sugar." But yeah. Oh yeah, mac and cheese. Yeah, right. Yeah. So so good mac and cheese, good fried okra, fried green beans, a lot of course, fried stuff. That's how some people can eat their vegetables if they're deep fried. But the breading on a lot of the fried veggies was really good. It was like they fried it for a long time, so it was real dark brown, and it was very not very light. A lot of they use potato starch and stuff in Asia, so it's real light. Tempura and fried stuff is very, very light in texture and usually in color, but this was really deep fried, really good. Yeah, so the oil like penetrated the green beans and stuff, so the flavor was totally different. Oh, and I even had fried dill pickles. I hadn't had that before. That was good. That was surprisingly good. The oil kind of takes the bite out of the briny, vinegar taste of the pickle. And so you get like a different kind of pickle flavor. Of course, very salty and very garlicky, but also fried. Yeah, but those things are hot because the pickle's already pretty wet. So you got to be careful. Oh, nice, nice. And I did eat at a really good restaurant that was surprisingly French and German. So they had like the menu was basically split. They were serving German beers and French wine, and it was not, not. It was more standard stuff like, like the stuff. So it was like pommes frites. I just had the steak and fries basically. So pommes frites, the French fries, and steak. The steak was like marinated in like a red wine, and sauerbraten. I forget what my daughter had, but yeah, but some good. There was like good German sausage, and they had like roast chicken, like a more French style roast chicken and stuff. So it was really good. That was a really nice combination, and you could kind of move between worlds. And we had this insane German chocolate cake for dessert. It was amazing. And I forgot how big the desserts are in the U.S. Like you're already eating too much, and then they bring, then okay, we'll get a dessert because we want to sit and talk. And yeah, we ended up just splitting this one like 4-layer giant piece of German chocolate cake. So that was good. That was good. A 2-pound bag of candy corn. That's a lot of candy corn. Yeah, fried pickles are great. Yeah, I really like the you'll love the name. You'll love the name of the restaurant. So it's in Galena, Illinois, and it's called Fritz, Fritz, and Fritz, Frittes. So the German and the French word Fritz, French in German and French, like the surname Fritz in German and the name for French fries in French. So yeah, Fritz and Fritz. Yeah, it's really good. and all of the the buildings and that that's a little historical. It used to be like a lead mining town, so it got really rich, and they built a bunch of Victorian mansions kind of on the hillside, and it maintained maintained their kind of historic main street, and a lot of fun businesses and restaurants and stuff move into those those areas. So it's really nice, like 150-year-old buildings and detail and stuff. So yeah, very nice restaurant, and the locals really support things heavily. And it's a tourist town, so I think it was still kind of in tourist season because they were doing for October. They were doing kind of Oktoberfest and stuff. So a lot of people were coming from different areas to do that, and they have a really big. It's gotten out of control, but a really big Halloween parade now that's become famous in that area. So the locals avoid it now because it's just so out of control. Why does Halloween always get out of control? Yeah, I thought that was funny wordplay for the restaurant. Yeah, if you had to combine France and Germany, that's a tricky one. So, but the menu was great. The menu was really, really nice. Yeah, I was trying to be really careful too because I was in the middle of all my hard work, all my my physical labor, so I didn't want to eat anything too over the top. So I'm just like, yeah, just steak and potatoes. That's the only thing I can that'll replenish me exactly right. Yeah. All right. I'm almost out. I've only got 3 more to do, and I'm almost out of Halloween ideas for this year. And I've really got to come up with something for something for the 31st, because Thursday is Halloween, so it's a there we go. It's a cartoon day. So let's see here. I gotta get a little less heavy-handed here. The angle of these lines is throwing me off. Yeah, so it was a tough trip physically, but then I got to unwind after that. Okay. All right. Trying to think of like different stupid ways, if you don't have access to pumpkins, you would make pumpkins. So like a cutout pumpkin from some paper craft pumpkin. Let's get on the right layer. There we go. Yeah, I've already done. I should pay attention to what I've already done too. Yes, I managed to get home. Yeah, so and nice to see you, Rob. I salvaged a lot of my old Fantasy Games Unlimited, and got my original Traveler. Some of my boxes didn't survive. My box sets were just crushed completely, and so worn that they barely had stuff. So at some point, I don't remember when I did this, but I just cut the box lid, the art off the box lid, so they kind of saved it from being totally destroyed. But I have my basic and expert set boxes still, and I realized because I was an elementary school kid, right, with D&D, because I was 11, yeah, and so I'm coloring with felt pens, coloring all the illustrations inside those books. So that's funny. So yeah, I'll unearth that stuff on this channel, the other channel, depending on where you're watching, on Upturned Table. I'll unearth a bunch of that stuff, and I just read online and found proof on their website. Fantasy Games Unlimited is still printing Cyworld. So Cyworld was one of those games in like 81 or whatever. I think after I saw Scanners, after I saw the movie Scanners, and I was reading X-Men comics, it just like clicked, like that setting was perfect. And it's kind of like there's not really a setting. It's kind of up to you to, it can be slightly slightly in the future or very far in the future or not even on Earth, but you just have the tension between, the government and secret psionically gifted characters. Just, the Cronenberg movie plot, basically. But that's still in print. They're still printing that box set. So yeah, that may actually happen on the channel. And it's a very simple box set. I think the rule book is only like 48 pages, and it's mostly tables and stuff. There's just very few, like rules wise, it's pretty easy, and it's D100. And I think they eventually went to D20 for a lot of their stuff, but yeah, this is still 2D10s for stuff. Oh, nice! The Avalon Hill Outdoor Survival for original D&D. Wow, yeah, the boxes don't travel well, but it's nice to see. So with my old D&D stuff, because as a little kid, I realized that I was really into those, and maybe nobody's going to remember this, but there were these things called Presto Magics, and they were a transfer sheet. So it was basically like a hard plastic, it was flexible, but a heavier plastic sheet with transfers stuck to, like dry transfers printed on the back. And so you chose the transfer you wanted, and kind of like a water slide decal or whatever, you like remove it from the sheet and kind of place it where you want. In this case, or kind of like the dot screens and stuff that like a lot of Japanese comics use for textures and speed lines and stuff. So it's a transfer sheet, and you pick the art you want and where you want it, and then you just like push, scribble on it really hard with your pencil to get it to release from the plastic sheet. So all my stuff is covered with those, but they did really good. The artwork is really good. Like, it's all the classic D&D monsters, full color artwork. So I have, oh yeah, it's gonna totally totally key out, but like, this is what I would do to notebooks. But look at that art. That art is awesome. Yeah, like full color monster manual art. And so, yeah, all my stuff is covered in that, including the original books and stuff. But it's nice. It's mine. Yeah. Yeah. So a lot of fun stuff for the channel, the tabletop channel. Yeah. So just try to recover that stuff, because you can re-buy other people's used stuff and stuff, but you're like, messed up old copies are nice to have. But I was surprised, yeah, that a lot of their stuff is just PDFs, but Fantasy Games Unlimited is still printing Space Opera as, I think, as a box set. Some of the stuff they said, like Bushido, they said, this is not the box set, this is a book of all of those contents kind of combined. But maybe they, figured out a way, like print on demand or whatever, to keep it in. So I really want to see the quality of these like newer sets, because I wonder if they were using original like films and stuff for when they printed it, or if these are scans. If they kind of digitize stuff. And so kind of like a lot of the stuff you get on drive-through for the print on demand, if it's just a scan of an old book, maybe a little bit cleaned up, probably not, then just done as printed out as a PDF into and bound as a paperback book. So we'll see what that, but I was surprised, yeah, to see that. So I don't hear much about their games. So that'd be fun to dive back in. But yeah, so back to that. Yeah. So, and then coming back was the worst, because my original plan was to rent a car from Chicago and drive all the way down, keep the car for the whole time I was there, and then just drive back to the airport, because we had a really strange, both our departure and both ways, our departure times were crazy early in the morning. My daughter's was 6 a.m. and mine was 8. So family complained that we would not be spending as much time, because we'd be spending a whole day driving. And so then we ended up flying domestically, which was a huge mistake, because I had to put really huge, heavy international bags on a domestic flight in America. They don't want you to do that. They don't want you to take any bags. So any check bag costs at least $50. And I had 3 bags, one which was overweight, so they killed me with baggage fees, just to hop from Missouri to Chicago. And then, to add insult to injury, my flight out of Chicago took me then back down to Dallas, Texas. Easily the worst airport. I mean, I haven't seen them all, but easily one of the worst airports in America. It hasn't been updated in a long time. It has this Epcot era monorail that runs around it. You can't move between terminals. They want you to, because like for transfers, they want you to stay in security. So the monorail is actually in security. You go through security and then you can access the gates of whatever terminal. But it's a 20-minute ride. So it's, it's a big circle. It only goes one way. If you're at this terminal, or you're at this terminal, you want to go to this terminal, and the monorail goes this way, you go the whole loop. So I had an hour to get through that fucking airport, and then to get on that stupid monorail and hope that I made it. And luckily, they changed the gate twice while I was on the monorail, but it actually ended up a little bit closer. So I saved one stop or whatever. But that was also very frustrating because, now you can do live updates. Like you literally Google your flight number and they just show you, the schedule and the terminal and the gate and everything, which if you know someone's flight number, that means it's pretty easy to figure out, how to get to them. But that's very easy to access. You're getting like real-time updates on that stuff, which was new. I remember just reading old monitors or asking staff what gate, what terminal. So that was really, yes. Yeah, Dallas is a mess. Yeah, Dallas was not fun at all. And it was such a short time. I think a lot of people in Japan wanted, that's the, souvenir they wanted, is some stupid, refrigerator magnet of Texas or something. And no chance, to do any of that. I just had to get through there as fast as possible. And then coming back the other way, because you're going against the jet stream, was almost 14 hours. Coming to the U.S. Going to the U.S. Going to the U.S. was 9 hours. Going back was like 13 and a half. It was crazy. And it's just, it's not good at all. The especially the American carriers are not clean, the staff is very surly and brutal. The food is garbage. There's no free Wi-Fi. There's free alcohol, but there's no free Wi-Fi. It was that coming back was really brutal. And I had one of those duels for the armrest with the idiot next to me. So he was sitting with his legs, a little tiny guy sitting with his legs spread wide and both elbows on both armrests in a center seat. So yeah, that was fun. And then the ample posteriors of the stewardesses, the flight attendants, hit me because I was on the aisle. I booked the window, and then when I got on the plane, I was in the aisle. And of course, it's a full flight, so they're not moving anybody around. And so, hit by the carts and hit by the those big old ladies walking up and down. So that was fun. So luckily on the way there, I slept both flights, the international and domestic. I could get some sleep, so I felt pretty normal. I didn't have any jet lag once I was there, and I couldn't because I needed to start working right away. On the way back, it was long. It was very, very long. I think I watched everything even slightly, palatable on the movie, their little entertainment thing. But they had Dune Part 1 and 2, so I get to watch that again. Of course, with garbage, headphones. I didn't have any, everything is wireless now. So I didn't have any plug-in headphones that had noise canceling. So just the little garbage ones they give you, I'm sure there's going to have to be eventually class action, because watching those movies with this volume jacked all the way up because of the sound, you can't hear anything because of the air pressure and the sound, the noise in the cabin. I'm sure people are doing hearing damage watching, garbage American movies just to survive their flight. But yeah, they had like all the nice long, like the 3 hour Hollywood blockbuster thing. So I just queued, a bunch of those up and tried to get through it. And it was nice on the way back I could drink because I was worried I had to get in a car right away. So I didn't want to drink all the way to to the U.S. and then get out of the plane drunk and realize, oh shit, I need to go rent a car. And yeah, but yeah, we'll see. Yeah, smoke 'em while you got 'em. That's right, Rob. That's exactly what I felt there. It's just, I mean, for working class and below in America, it's just getting worse. I mean, no wonder there's so much overdose. There's so much meth abuse and opioid abuse and stuff. It's fucking miserable. Like just the squeeze of life is terrible. And luckily, in the middle of the U.S., unlike like maybe Los Angeles or New York, women will date poor guys because there's a lot of poor guys, a lot of guys just getting by. So they're not completely dateless and partnerless. But I think in other in the big cities and stuff, yeah, it's like no money, no nothing. But it's really miserable. You can just feel kind of the weird desperation of how people are living. And the interesting part is, so the Ozarks is technically the South, like it's south of the Mason-Dixon line, so the culture is a little bit different. People are friendlier and just kinder to each other on a kind of a different level. I mean, it's gonna be totally fake, but it feels a little softer. But yeah, in the Midwest there's like a weird desperation. And yeah, it's like smaller to medium-sized cities are getting really rough. There's a lot of new crime and stuff, and yeah, it's not good. So I can really understand the kind of addiction and overdose kind of epidemics there, because there's a lot of no hope. There's no no future, no reason that we're not surviving this. So very, very negative feeling, which is really sad because it's some of the most beautiful parts of the country, and people are just absolutely miserable and desperate. So yeah, I don't know. It just seems in that part of the country there's a lot of exploitation. People are like the big employers are not are going to fight unionization and just pick up and leave the second that they find an even cheaper, more blighted area to build the factory or the distribution center or whatever. There's a lot of like really crappy jobs now. But yeah, I felt really bad about that, because I felt that a lot. Like the young people especially are kind of hopeless in Japan, but they don't resort to destroying themselves. But here, though, no money, no girl, basically. No money, no love life. No money, no social life, I think is more common. So that sucks. That makes it worse. Sorry, I am having zero inspiration. Yeah, Rob, I think, yeah. UK is probably having the similar thing. It's just, yeah, it's not good. Very strange. Yeah, the flight I took from Los Angeles to Chicago was really creepy, because I think it was a kind of a commuter flight for very affluent people. Like there were some university students, all white, the entire white flight, which is pretty rare in America. And everybody was older retirees, but very wealthy, like very well dressed and stuff. So I have no idea how I was put on this plane, because I was just a mess after the international leg. And hearing the conversations of the old retired, people to the young up and coming, they're all discussing, finance and what they're getting into. So it's just yeah, it's just those people kind of protecting their their class, and it was weird to hear about to hear that, you know, them passing on the knowledge from one generation to another. Ugh. Yeah, that was very creepy. It was a really creepy flight. The and then the flight from Dallas to Japan was weird too. I think it was some tech people, a lot of like odd Asian Americans, tech people, and then a lot of servicemen, like a retired servicemen with Asian wives, either going back to Japan, going back to Singapore, or whatever, you know, continuing on to Southeast Asia. That was a really weird crowd too. Yeah, because a lot of elderly people that were having some pretty serious trouble flying, they didn't, they couldn't physically, you know, deal with it very well. Yeah, I'm trying to come up with some shapes that are kind of, yeah, this is nothing. All right. What are we doing? What are we doing here? I only have to do 3 of these, and it's going to take me like 5 hours. Yes, yeah. Capitalism is eating the poor. Yeah, and that was frustrating. Like, especially being there during the election season. I mean, the fact that, you know, political, like presidential candidates even talk about, oh, I want to, you know, support small business, and all that has been done is just this vacuum of wealth from anybody that's trying to do something on their own, just up into you know, up into the corporate, that untouchable corporate hydra that you can't ever, you know, that's impossible to decapitate, and, you know, doing it in the guise of environmental protection and inclusion, and, you know, the taking it away from people that are struggling and trying to make something for themselves, and just saying, oh, you can't afford paper straws, well, you know, fuck your coffee shop, or, you know, all this like nonsense, that is, and I saw that a lot too with the kind of land purchases and stuff in the Midwest. It's just going to giant companies. And, you know, I'm sure the Chinese and Bill Gates are just dividing America's farmland up. So that was really sad. Sad to see. Yeah, because, unless things went particularly well, like, you know, certain timing things didn't hit you, your family farm is probably insanely out of date, would need incredible investment to get up and operational and competitive with like what else is out there. So most people are just cashing it in. You know, some people have that, you know, bug, you know, that mentality. I want to work the land. I want to preserve my family's legacy. But a lot of people just bail. Yeah. Especially if they, you know, had any taste of the, you know, the easy money sitting behind a computer. Like if they left the area to go to university and then just realized, yeah, they just need to join that professional managerial class that does nothing. And that's who's on every airplane too. All the people that are traveling for business. Ugh. And that was the other shock is the price of stuff at airports, because they have you, you know, you're confined. You have no choice. So like a bottle of water, like they were selling smart water everywhere. A bottle of smart water was $14. It was like almost a liter, but it was water, and it was $14. And most of the people that are buying that, they just expense it. Like their company pays for it because they're on business trips, and so they fly business class. They just buy a bunch of nonsense, you know, overpriced snacks and nonsense on their trips, and they expense it all. So, but regular people traveling to visit family or whatever, when they're stuck in those situations, yeah, they better whip out the Tupperware, you know, full of pasta salad, or else they're going to go broke before they get out of the airport. Yeah, I don't know how they expect people to do that, but you can tell like so much of American life is just kind of like, you know, focused at that managerial class, that university educated, you know, ladder climbing corporate scumbags that are just making everything garbage, that are making all entertainment and you know, just basically everything you have to do, they're making it garbage because they're just in the way and if there's something, that would be my only hope, that automation, that software can make them obsolete, because they're just, they're not even bean counters. They're people that report to the bean counters. It's horrible. But that's how a lot of people have made their, like most of my relatives are professional managerial class people. They have like some kind of middle management job, and it keeps them okay, and it gives them benefits, and it's enough. And if they're spent the whole time, paying into a 401k or some kind of retirement fund, they'll have some money. But yeah, that's a lot of what people are doing in the U.S. And if you're not doing that, you're fucked. Yeah, it's really, nobody's doing it on their own very well. Yikes. Yes, Agent Carolina was yes. Oh, there we go. There we go. Thanks, Rob. I'm having trouble. I need to think of some funny angle or something, like candy that wasn't candy. I was doing things like, like that fake, kid stuff that's supposed to be like poison or potions or whatever. It's just like, sugar water and syrup and stuff. Some of those like gimmicky Halloween candy things. I was trying to think of stuff like that. Yeah, it's really not very exciting anymore. Even like the big, I went to some of the big box stores that had the big candy sections and stuff for Halloween, and it wasn't, just wasn't exciting. And I don't know what kids are doing. I guess costumes have gone totally online, because there wasn't really any, even for like little kids and stuff, there wasn't any Halloween costumes out. So yeah, I guess people are just buying a lot of that weird cheap Chinese stuff online or something. But I was wondering what that was, and I didn't see any Spirit Halloween stores. I was hoping to see one of those, like when they have an empty spot in a strip mall or something. Somebody went out of business just for those few months around Halloween. Spirit Halloween pops up, and that smelly latex masks and stuff. I was hoping to see one of those, because those always have the silliest stuff. But the one trend in the U.S., and I think it's just because people have huge yards, but people are really into buying these like 10-foot tall, like 15-foot tall skeletons. They have these like kits where you build these like giant skeletons that you can kind of pose out in your lawn. So people have these Halloween decorations that are taller than their house in some cases. It's really bizarre, but they must have like a metal kind of support structure, and then you're putting the some plastic bones or the shape of the character over that, and you plant it in your lawn. But I can't imagine. Yeah. But and I don't think those things are cheap. I think those things are like hundreds of dollars. So some people that were decorating for Halloween would have whole dioramas or whole scenes of these like gigantic decorations out on their front lawns. It was really crazy. So they do like a skeleton, a person, and then like a dog or a different animal skeleton. But they're huge. They're gigantic. So that was the trend I'd never seen before. Huge, giant decorations. But yeah, the scale of everything is funny. Oh, nice. Year round. K5 says your brother has 3 extremely tall skeletons here in his yard year round. Yeah, those things were insane. I hadn't seen anything like that before. And I didn't see anybody selling them. So yeah, there must be, I looked online, and like Amazon just had like clothing for those things. So somebody is selling those somewhere. Maybe some of the big box stores or something. Someplace I didn't go is selling those, like Costco or whatever. And but online they were selling like ways to dress up those giant skeletons. Yeah, those things are huge, because it looks like a commercial park. Like it's like having those professional grade fireworks on the 4th of July. It's like too much. It's really looks much more involved than anybody should have at their home. But yeah, that's crazy. those things are huge. Couldn't even imagine like getting a tornado going through or whatever, and just lifting this, or even just like a heavy, a heavy storm or winds, knocking that out. Oh no, what tool was that? That's not what I wanted. Oh, there it goes. But yeah, it was hard. It was a really hard trip, kind of mentally and physically. So not a lot of fun to be had. Just food. Yeah, I would not last long if I moved back to the US, because I would just eat myself to death. Probably 5 years the most. I would have so many complications upon complications from just the scale of eating. Oh, nice. At a Peruvian restaurant. Nice. Yeah. Yeah, it's funny because people go all out. I guess you probably pick your holiday, but people go out all out for Halloween, decorating their house, and then they got to do it again in, a month for Christmas. So a lot of work, but it's fine. I mean, when you have that much land, that's like the thing that's, probably like Canada, America, and Australia have in common is people have a lot of land. Like the lots are big, your house is on, you got a big front yard, you got maybe a huge backyard. And so you can do a lot of silly stuff like that. So, and I forget about that scale because people barely have back gardens and stuff. Or especially around where I live. So it's not a lot of green space to play with. All right. Something in a box. Let's see here. Oh, actually, the box it's usually lower. Yeah, maybe something smashed out of one of those. I don't even think this is going to be a recognizable shape. My audience on Go Comics is older, so I don't think I can draw anything too out of date for them. That says a lot about cartoons. Like, who reads cartoons anymore? It's memes now. Or it's like, whatever erotic comics for... Okay, wait a minute. What am I doing here? And then we'll do a mask of some kind. Oh, actually, let's make it face down. That might be weirder to draw and harder to understand what the heck it is. But yeah, here we go. And here we'll do an eye hole here. And a string. Oh yeah, maybe the elastic string is going the wrong way here. All right, so, and another layer, the film is kind of, this is getting way too elaborate, and maybe something in the interior of the box. Yeah. A little bit of the scale there. All right. All right, let's get rid of this. Wow, only got to do 3 of these. And I am struggling. There we go. So let's do something like this. Yeah, it was when I was doing the earlier ones this month, I was realizing some of them I was drawing perfectly in scale. Like I was drawing them at the correct size. of the page and kind of composing in the page. So that meant the line was much thinner because I'm not, zooming in on it. Oh, okay. All right. And maybe tip this just a little bit. It's going to be totally unrecognizable. All right. Yeah. Oh, there we go. Yeah. Halloween ramen. Yeah, that's why they don't trick or treat here, because people would just give you fish cakes and ramen. That would be horrific, to put a bunch of fish-based products in a bag. All right, let's try to color this and see if it can look like something. A little darker. Yeah, but good to be back and kind of. It's taken a while though. I still don't feel very normal. Yeah, so it's taken a while to kind of get back into things. Yeah, that's why this. Yeah, I was trying to do this last week so that it wasn't the week of Halloween, but I was still kind of out of it. And once you like spend a few weeks not in front of a camera, you don't want to get back in front of a camera. Yeah, that was hard. Let's just go really bright. Yeah, that's kind of a hard sell. And maybe just white for the inner box there. All right. And then we're going to do a layer of the film. And here. And then, oops. And then, come on, give me my tool, thank you. Memory problem here. Oh yeah, that was scary because I just had the PC off the whole time I was gone. When I turned it back on, it was not happy. It was not connecting to the internet. It was not doing a lot of things. So I was a little afraid getting back online was going to be difficult. Okay, so I'll try some kind of, broken film and maybe the inside of the mask. We'll do that like it's just colored on the outside. So something disgusting on the inside. Squid flavored gummy bears. Oh yeah, that's right. So I grabbed some of the convenience store Halloween stuff. They didn't have a lot of it, but the one trend it looks like come on. The one trend it looks like in Japan is the mystery flavor. So, it's like jelly beans or gummies or whatever, and one of them is very spicy or some kind of horrible flavor. So it's kind of try your luck at the horrible flavors. Yeah, I brought when I was teaching at the public school, I brought back I think it was like Harry Potter themed at the time. They've done them a different theming. I think this wasn't. This was pre-Harry Potter. So this one, that's how long ago I was teaching. Holy shit. But it was the mystery flavor kind of gimmick for jelly beans, and some of the flavors, the hidden flavors were things, they try to make it as disgusting as possible. So I forget, like dirty laundry or, snot or I think one was puke, actually. But most of them were just the Jelly Belly flavors. But the you could only try to guess by how they colored them, like what it might be. And some of the teachers actually like had a bad one and threw up, like had to go to the restroom. It's like, why are you doing this? What is going on? But I guess they loved that gimmick so much. That was so funny. Yeah, some people got really messed up. All right. The spooky. Yeah, so I got a few of those now. So I guess there's something interesting to the Japanese about mystery flavor, about eating something you have no idea what it could possibly taste like. What's a good thing with orange? Like a purple. Oop. Like here, maybe. Oh, the mask is already green. Do the corner here. I guess I can do it like here then too. No, that looks terrible. Let's just do that one corner. Yeah, I just want some variation on the box. I keep wanting to do green. Yeah, so I got some of that wacky stuff in my little haul. I guess I should get onto one of those. Could use some heightened sugar. Okay, let me just finish this one. At least coloring this, and we'll see what I found. Yeah, not that much Halloween themed stuff. Most of it was pretty boring. Oh, I gotta go back to this. Yeah, most of it was surprisingly boring. Just like chocolate suckers shaped like, pumpkins and cats. Yeah, for all the cat fans, Halloween is a big dress up your cat holiday in Japan. There's a lot of dog people here and dog cafes and stuff, but cats are disturbingly popular in Japan. Come on. Yeah, I'm having some memory lag. Earwax, that's right. Yeah. Yeah, so I think they did theme it. They rethemed it, licensed, Harry Potter to do that. Yeah, to do that mystery jelly bean stuff. Oh, that's right. I'm already. Come on. There we go. Yeah, because I think the next time I found them, they were just the Harry Potter theme. All right, there we go. All right. This is really not going to be easy to identify. We'll see. We'll see what we can do, and then try some lighter stuff here. And then, yeah, white. I guess those boxes are usually kind of glossy, aren't they? All right, something like that. And maybe the mask too. because I didn't go with white for this color. All right, now some drop shadows and eyes, and we'll call this a day. Whoa, wrong there. Call it a day. Or call it a finished cartoon. There we go. Okay. And fill this in. Come on. So, yeah, there's a broken line here. All right. So let's see what we have here. So yeah, I'll switch back. So apologies for the Family Mart store chime. Oh, let's do the eyes. I'll forget. I think I want to make the little clear plastic film a part of this. All right. There we go. Oh, camera's frozen? Oof. Thank you, thank you. Sorry, I'm not seeing it. Where are we here? Okay. Come on, camera. Hey, we're back. Thank you. Camera, yeah. Just died. You guys, sorry, you guys are putting that all in the chat. Camera's frozen, camera's frozen. I'm like, huh? Oh, let me, I don't want to go too crazy here, but, yeah, I'm looking real kind of washed out here. Whoa. All right, something like that. Yeah, a little darker. Keep smalling in the corner. All right. Oh, yeah, never mind. This is not small in the corner. All right, let's do this. So the convenience store, the first of the snack portion of our stream. We're doing this randomly. Yeah, I'm afraid there are too many gummies here. Is my camera, or is my, yeah, everything's good here. Okay. So I'll just reach in. There's a bunch of stuff in this bag. I'll just reach in randomly. Oh no. Oh yeah, here's a mystery one. So the milky funya milky snack. And look, it's a question mark flavor. So let's see. It's a we'll see. So there's a hint. Is there a hint on the it says that there may be a hint. Let's see if it's on the package. Yes, but there's the scared little milky girl. Well, she's got a name, right? Somebody. It's probably like Miruku-chan or something. I forget the Fujiya milky girl. I'm gonna lose my my visa if I don't come up with that name soon. Hey, True Help, how's it going? Oh, okay. Oh no. Is there writing on there? Oh, I cannot even read that. Yeah, there's I think there's words in kind of gold. They're supposed to be in gold, but it's just brown in that pink area, and I cannot tell. It's supposed to be the hint, I think. I can't read that at all. Okay, we're gonna go hintless on this one. All right, so this is their kind of a caramel, kind of, like a chewy, milky. It's the original milky one. It's just a very light, sweet milk taste, but they're wrapped in wax paper like this. And this is a total mystery to get. Oh boy. And it's this delightful industrial gray color. And they didn't give me a list of possible flavors. So we'll have to see. Okay. I'm going to end up making myself sick, aren't I? Peko-chan. Thank you, Robert. It's Peko-chan. Scared Peko-chan. This is sweet potato. Okay. That's good. I was scared for a minute there. It's a little overly sweetened. A lot of the Fujiya stuff is a little, like, maybe kids, sweetened for kids or whatever. Yeah, this just tastes more like a sweet potato flavor. But on top of a very milky or very sweet base. So you can barely taste like the flavor because it just gets really sweet right away. Okay. So this is like Russian roulette. We'll try one more. God, I cannot read that at all. It's got a different, or is it just a shape or something? I can't even see. Okay, we'll try one more. So that was just sweet potato, which is kind of a seasonal deal. And another gray mystery. A little caramel here. Oh, no, that's just part of the manufacturing process. Ooh. Yeah, this one's... It's not terribly different. This actually might just be their normal flavor. That's weird. Well, these aren't really shocking. What does it say? Oh, just fruits. Oh, most of them are fruits. Well, maybe that wasn't supposed to be sweet potato. That's what it tasted like, though. So some of them are fruits, but... Okay, I guess I have to do 3, right? Because there's 3. So that was just the regular flavor, I think. That was just milky. Yeah, there was nothing to it. I was scared because I didn't taste anything. Okay, one more. Maybe there aren't any disgusting flavors. They're not listing like what there could be. And that was just a regular one. That was just milky. Last one. The color is really appetizing, though. There's no fragrance hint. Well, too bad. Yeah. It's just... This is just salty. Yeah. This is just kind of a salt. Yeah. It's kind of salty. And nothing too traumatizing. Yeah, this is kind of just... It's still that kind of milky base, but it's like salty. Okay, well, that's good. I'm not making myself sick, so that's a relief. Yeah, this is very salty. It's getting worse. But the mystery flavors of Pickle-chan didn't ruin our day. Yeah, but nothing too bad. So there was like some kind of... to me, it tasted like sweet potato, but it could have been something else. Kabocha? Something. It was a kind of a weird, mildly. This one is very salty, but not an upsetting flavor. And then there was just a regular, like, creamy one. That's funny. So, yes. So the Fujiya Milky Candy is getting in on it. I think I've got another one that's a gummy version of this. Different company and stuff. Those may be more disgusting flavors. So Halloween. Let's do one more. Because I got a ton. So I don't know if I'm going to actually be able to take that many breaks. We'll do one more. Okay, wait. This is... Oh, yeah, I like these guys. Oh, yeah, here's a... This is one of the ones that could get very bad. Yeah. There's 3... There's 3 flavors. Yeah, so in here... So this is the guys that do the pineapple... The pine candy that I really like. The these guys here. So this is their random scary Halloween candy thing. So yeah. So let's see what so yeah, and so this is the kanji for spicy. So there's random spicy ones in there. I'm not sure what kind of spicy. Yeah, so, and then they give you the little instructions here. So, get all your ghost friends together, and everybody gets a candy, and everyone puts it in their mouth. And the one, that gets the spicy one is a loser. But there is a warning. Yeah, so it is pretty spicy, they're saying. Yeah, so if you don't like spicy things, don't play. K5's got his fingers crossed. All right, I'm just going to do one of these because I don't need to to taste the spicy one. So they're colored. Yeah, they're all different. They're kind of random colored, little ghosty artwork. So I will let you guys vote here. I'll just get one of each color out here. Okay. Oh, no, there's a lot of colors. Okay, so what are we doing? Let's see in the chat. We want purple, green, orange, or blue. I don't think they're indicative of the flavor. Are they? I don't think so. No. Oh, there is. Oh, yeah, there's a hint. Oh, that's cool. So if you're a chicken, if you're a coward, you can check. There's a little hint under that flap. Just in case you can't handle it, but we're not gonna use a hint. So what do we got for votes on colors here? Okay, purple. Carolina says purple. Okay, so actually we'll do K5 said green and Carolina said purple. So okay, I'll do two. So K5 was first in, so we'll try green first. I wonder if it's gonna. So these are another kind of chewy candy. They're not gummy, but they're kind of like a toffee kind of deal. Yeah, so it looks like it's green, but it looks like the flavor is probably folded in the middle there. So that's how they can randomize it. So here we go. K5's green. Yeah, I think we're safe with this one. This is like green apple. Yeah, nothing crazy. So K5, yours, it's safe. Green was safe, but Carolina's is purple. So we're going purple. Okay, that one was safe. I think that was just supposed to be green apple. Oh, this one's a different color. Oh, it is actually purple. I didn't look under the flap here. Purple. We're going purple. There's a purple center. Hopefully it's just purple flavor. Oh, this one's really sour. Yeah, it's not spicy, but it's really sour. Yeah, the first one was just kind of green apple, pretty sweet. This one's really, it's getting really, really sour. Purple one is sour. That's for sure. No, I think you're right. It's like a sour grape. I mean, I don't know if that's psychological just because it was purple. But it's like maybe like a very sour grape. All right, are we going to do the orange one? Do they all have, yeah, they all have the little warning. So should we try? Let's try the orange one. We haven't hit anything bad yet. Yeah, the orange-red one. Yeah. Yeah, I think those are the only colors. So that might be, yeah, they might be tipping their hand. So maybe they mark them as, oh, this looks very orange. Okay, so here we go. Last one, the one nobody voted for, the one that I shouldn't be eating. Let's hope it's just... Well, there's little pieces of something. Yeah. No surprise. Yeah, the little pieces aren't. I was worried that was going to be the spicy part. No, no. Wow. I dodged three bullets there. This is just orange, I think. The little pieces are actually just pretty soft and sweet. So I guess those are supposed to be apple, grape, and orange. The grape one is really sour, though. But I didn't get any of the devil ones yet. Okay, so it's just for fun. Let's take a look at some of this, see if they give you the hint. It's like I said, they had the little hint under the thing. No, it's just melon. It's so wrinkly. It's very hard to read. Yeah, none of these have a... wait. This one has... Yeah. This one has all red ready, so maybe this one might be bad. Yeah, but they're all just... Yeah, none of them... That's funny. It's like a little... Yeah, I don't know. I don't want to go any further to find that spicy one. I will eventually. I'm sure as Halloween progresses, as soon as my daughter finds those, I'm sure we're gonna have a exchange of Russian roulette style candy eating. But those are crazy. So that's good. There's a lot in here too. So maybe there's. Does it say how many? Maybe there's like only one bad one, like only one. So your odds are pretty good. But yeah, none of those were crazy. Oh, 4 kinds, right? So purple. Oh, and blue. Yeah. And there was blue. So there's 4 kinds. Well, we did 3. Oh, man. Okay. So that's some sugar. Let's get back. I'm going to leave with my casino winnings. Good idea. Okay, we will be back. All right. Yeah, I got to take it. I got to leave the table. Yeah, but that candies the flavor is always really nice. They always have like a very kind of soft base to their like fruit flavors and stuff. So it's pretty nice. All right, so let's write this one and upload it because we might be able to get it in today. Okay. Let's see. The old... Oh, I should have done something to make the box look really aged, right? That might have actually looked a little bit more fun. If I... Let's see if I desaturate the color of the box. That might actually be more interesting. Oh, it just gets... Oh. Keep it light and desaturated. Yeah, maybe kind of like a more sun faded. Yeah, maybe just for the box. Let's do that. So... we'll just try that same trick on the box. So keep it light, but desaturated. All right, what do we think here? Yeah, because it looks kind of old and cruddy. And maybe some cobwebs. I think that might be the thing we're missing here. Let's try some cobwebs. Maybe in the box too. There's cobwebs. All right. There we go. There we go. Okay, yeah, that nails the idea. Yeah, I like that kind of cruddy, faded box. Oh, yeah, Dusty. Yeah, the chat lost. Yes, the viewership lost that I didn't have to eat a spicy candy and then answer questions. All right, so what is the joke here? All right. Yeah, maybe something about it was so old that they've even forgotten what character it was supposed to be. Let's not do that. Store-bought. How old was it? The store-bought hyphenated, or is that a can that be one word? Store-bought. Nope, 2 words. Okay. And no hyphen. Oh wait. No, it is a hyphen. My results are all in no, it is. Yeah, it's hyphenated. Oh, okay. Well, that's good. My instinct was correct. So let's see. Couldn't. So didn't remember what character he was supposed to be. Let's see here. Come on. Yeah, I got a really weird memory thing going here. Oh, am I still on? Yes, I'm on the wrong keyboard setting. Yay. Yeah, the Japanese and American keyboards are a little bit different. Just a few of the annoying things like an asterisk or apostrophes and stuff are in wrong places. Different places. Or the @ symbol. That makes it very frustrating. You're trying to write email. Couldn't, maybe. What is going on with this? Yeah. Okay, maybe the candy didn't help. Could get on the right, yeah. Couldn't even. This is really long-winded. There's got to be a more funny way to say that. Yeah, good to see you, True Help. Nice. Happy Halloween. K5 was so disappointed. No spicy candy. Yeah, that's a good fundraiser. One more candy, one more super chat or whatever. I'm sure somebody's definitely doing that. Making people pay to make them eat spicy things. But you guys get it for free, see? That's how it goes around here. All right. So store-bought costume. Like a forgotten, unpopular, forgotten, lost. Or just waiting to become popular again. Yeah, like kind of waiting. Yeah, let's do something like that. Knew he would eventually. Be a popular character, can be of a popular character. Yeah, it's just, I don't know if it's implying enough of the, you know, kind of nostalgia, retro popularity kind of stuff. Hey, no, K5. Oh no. No, thank you for donating, but I don't want to know why you donated. I got to make that text bigger, I think. Thank you so much. Let's see what Streamlabs has to say. It's not for the whole bag, is it? No. All right. Sorry, I didn't have Streamlabs open. Oh, come on. Sorry. Slowly, slowly. YouTube. Come on. Okay. Sorry. I guess it's okay. Yeah, terms of service have changed. Yes. Okay. I can't believe how slow this is. Sorry. Yeah, it's been a while. Eat red one. No. K5. No, don't make me do it. Let me see. So, yeah, the only one I didn't eat was blue. Yeah, because we ate orange. Sorry, orange, purple, and green, and the other one is blue. Let's see. So, should I do... So, are we doing another... So, closest I have to red is an orange one. Right. An orange one. Oh, you mean all red writing? Oh, yeah, right. That was a blue one, I think. Wait a minute. No, I lost it. So I think that was the hint. Where's the bad one? Sorry. Okay. K5, I will not disappoint you. You are very sadistic, but I guess that's what I'm asking for by hanging around. Oh, this one? No, this red at the top. Okay, there was a blue one with the red. Eat the red one. Sorry, okay, so that's okay. Where did it go? No. Okay, well, this is red. What's the... Okay, here we go. I think this is the one. I think this is the one. But if it's not, I will eat the other one. So this is a blue. We didn't do this one last time, but it's got an orange. It's got an orange color. But this has the most menacing hint message on it. Oh yeah, this is it. But it's oh yeah. This is it. Oh geez. It's that cinnamon hot, like atomic fireballs. Oh my god, it's really hot. It feels like part of my tongue is paralyzed. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Oh, wow. But it's that cinnamon hot. You remember those super hot candies? Yeah. A little kid might be pretty debilitating for a little kid. Wow. It's crazy. I wonder if it's just I'm interpreting it as cinnamon because it's sweet, and it's literally just that chemical, that spicy chemical, because it burns so bad. The things I do for UK5. What is this? Spicing up the Oh, I'm sorry. I should have totally done that on the Sorry, I should have done it here. Yay. And now you can see how red. Yeah, that was the one. So it doesn't look like, it looks like there literally is one. Wow. It looks like there is one in the package. So that was the one. It was the only one with the slightly kind of like, warning, the red text and everything. And it's like, it's chewy, like a Starburst, so I can't get it out of my teeth, so it keeps burning. That is really intense for a little kid. That's crazy. I think it is just the, what is that chemical? I forget what that's called, but the thing that, peppers have in them. What is that called? Yeah, wow. Yeah, capsaicin. I think it is just a sweet candy with capsaicin, like in the middle of it. Because when it started to get spicy, it kind of had that red hot taste. Maybe it was just the sugar and the spice at the same time. Yeah, but it's still there. So you might just inject one of those candies with some capsaicin. Wow. That's okay. Well, that's it. That worked. They weren't lying. Like the package is, it's true. This is me. But that's good though that they do little warnings and stuff. So it's not completely, because you wouldn't, if you were afraid of that or whatever, or if you wanted to remove that, if it was like little tiny kids, because somebody would just be crying. But they kind of spoil it a little bit so they can, if you don't lift that flap, you won't know. Wow, that wasn't what I expected at all. I thought it would just be like cinnamony spicy, but it was much more much more than that. So, and sorry, I didn't eat it on the convenience store screen. I was too busy struggling with Streamlabs. Thank you, K5. You always know how to make me do better. Or make me suffer. I don't know. What's that? What is that all about? So it's fun. Yeah, that would be really fun and I guess they do have Halloween parties. Like that's the one thing that they kind of do. It's become a kind of street hangout drinking thing more recently, but I think little kids do have, Halloween parties, just get together and eat candy. Wow. That's one way to live it up. I'm going to be tasting this for the rest of the stream. Oh, now I can't enjoy any of my other weird candies. Oh, that's funny. Thank you, K5. I appreciate your donation. That's very kind. Very kind. And yeah, sorry about my production errors there. Okay. The store-bought costume knew he would eventually be a popular character again. Is that enough? Or wanted to know when? Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's probably better. That confidence, that face-down confidence doesn't make a lot of sense. No. When he would... Already got the B, and I spelled wanted wrong. I could not survive as a as a streamer having to do, or even like that those hot wings, hot ones or whatever, that interview show where they like force people to eat super spicy stuff. Thank you, K5. Yeah, it's fun. It's fun. I'm sorry I'm doing, especially the cartoon one, I'm doing less. It's just, yeah, it's just hard, and I get really self-conscious, doing streams, at least with the tabletop stuff. Either I'm not on camera or I just have something that I know I'm talking about. When I'm talking about myself, I'm getting less and less interested in doing that. Yes, a devil on the shoulder and an angel in the other. Nice. Yes, capsaicin. Yeah, you got it. Yeah, I should have had the milk ready. Wow. It was a pretty small amount, I think, but because it was in that kind of chewy candy, once I got stuck in my teeth, ooh. Thank you, K5. Yeah, appreciate everybody hanging out in the chat, watching me eat spicy candy. Yeah, I want to minimize. I don't want after the glutton that was in the US, I realized how easy it would be to just be an eating streamer because, yeah, what's the Korean thing? Just, yeah, gorging yourself. I could seriously just do that. Just order delivery food and eat it on stream. That would be a nice way to die. And then I could do the IRL streaming at the doctor's office, when I get the diabetes diagnosis and the hypertension, and that would be the fun part. I think they already do those shows, don't they? All right. Wanted to know when he would be a popular character again. Yeah, that's being face down is good. I'll put a little frown on him. Nice. Yeah. He's just a little sad. Okay. We'll go with that. He wanted to know instead of having some weird confidence. All right. Nice. Oh, you don't feel guilty. Thank you, Caroline. I appreciate that. Oh, good. Yeah, I'm glad you enjoy, some surprise cartoon streams because, it's something, it's just, it was just frustrating to keep plugging away at it for years and just never even hitting, never being able to hit just because of the style that I was doing it, monetization, because I would need, tens of thousands of people tuning in for a little bit to get those hours, to get that like 1,000 hours of viewing or whatever. Yeah, and I just don't I really hate that feeling of when the platform, that's why I kind of stayed away from Twitch, when the platform is like, you must stream 4 out of 7 days a week, you must stream more than 3 hours, per session, and they want to lock you into that, and that is hideous. I mean, that is what everybody's job is becoming, with digitized time cards and stuff, and them being able to monitor keyboard activity and stuff at an office job. You're just being locked into this computer hell, this monitored prison, and that's what that kind of those platforms feel like when they're just making these requirements. For you to be able to participate in their programs and stuff, but they are just trying to make you a cog in their advertising, system anyhow. So, let's, let's not eat another spicy, but now I know, because I'm pretty sure I have to find on the bag to confirm that it is, but I think there is just one in the bag. That would make the most sense for a party or whatever, that there's just one spicy one in the bag. That means all the rest of them are sweet. All right, where the heck? Shoot. Yeah, I gotta figure out my account, my cloud account that I've been saving these on is full, so it's not backing anything up. So I'm gonna move everything over to a larger Larger account. Oh, yeah, and this one's going to be way out of date, isn't it? Yeah. Yeah, I don't trust any of these. This really sucks. Okay, I'll put it in here for now. I don't trust any of these kind of backup services. There we go. Okay, so we got this guy, and now a blank. We're back to a blank sheet. Let me just upload this, which is a totally different system now. I don't know why they changed. Maybe less error, maybe fewer errors than FTP. But yeah, now I can't any longer FTP these cartoons. I got to go through this other interface, which I won't talk about because I may be I may be making it vulnerable. Oh, come on. Okay, there we go. Sorry. There we go. Oh, that was the 30. Oh, that was 31. Oh, okay. Well, I guess we'll upload. I thought I was working on the 24th. Anyhow. Well, that's not exactly the... This is the one for today. All right. Or actually, not today. Sorry. Last Thursday. Whoops. All right. Well, we're trying here. We're trying. Okay. All right. So, do something maybe a little bit more simple. Let's see. Sorry, get the chat up. Oh, yeah, I appreciate it. And you, yeah, basically, Hyphonics discovering me, you know, I had given up. I had given up that Christmas. And Hyphonics discovering me and all of a sudden seeing like, you know, 100 views or whatever on my completely viewerless live stream was bizarre. But that really brought things back. And then K5, your suggestion to send some snacks right before COVID. That timing was such shit. The whole world was ending. Yeah, but right before COVID, I sent a mystery box from Asia. But no, that was a great idea, K5, and that really got me inspired to kind of, you know, try again. But yeah, I mean, I really like the interaction and kind of social part of it. But I just realize, depending on whatever weird mood I'm in, there's a lot of things I shouldn't just be rambling on about online. It's hopefully it's interesting, or I don't know, something is useful about it, but it feels real odd. I guess I'm just getting more and more self-conscious. The one thing that's good that I know about myself is I'm too boring to ever be a lull cow, you know, but that thing when you're putting yourself out there always like creeps in the back of your head. It's just like, what am I doing? What am I sharing? No, that doesn't look good. Maybe not do the little crinkly cut thing. You just start to feel really self-conscious and like you're oversharing and like, yeah, it's not, doesn't feel normal, because I know, and I don't feel interesting enough to be rambling on all the time. But it's just fun to be, because it's socializing in a very weird new way. But the fact that it's just I'm archiving it and it's out there is odd. It's a weird thing, and it's funny that I think a lot of younger generations aren't even thinking about that. How much they're documenting really unpleasant parts of their life. But I think, though, that's come with the kind of victim-y thing. Because I easily, like, if I had that thinking of that mentality, I could have easily, come online and, cried and begged for sympathy for, stuff that's happened in my life. And I know people do that, and it just feels really uncomfortable. All right, we're going to do pumpkin bag thing. So wait a minute. Oh, the handles are usually like this, right? Yeah. But that's just, yeah, it just feels like it just very dishonest. And I hope that that's the one thing that at least feels genuine. I'm just talking off the cuff and just, just sharing my experiences. And it's, and I'm kind of in a weird situation or an unusual situation compared to other people's, living in the country of their birth and stuff like that. So hopefully it's a little bit interesting because it's different, but I hope that it also is genuine. It feels just very real because it is amazing how, let's just do something weird like this. How people produce themselves online, or they get, I think what a lot of the lolcows get caught up in is having, because of maybe some mental disorders and things, having some fixations about what kind of person they are, and not really having they can't really think clearly or see clearly what they're doing, and either having like weird, like narcissism combined with some kind of other social anxiety or whatever. So it creates a really weird combination. I hope this can just be like a nice mellow hang and be an excuse to actually draw my cartoons occasionally. All right. Yeah, let's try the distort. Yeah, let's get this a little flatter. All right. Wait, let's just make him a store-bought. Sorry. A store-bought bag of candy to save the trouble. So we'll just do a price tag here. There we go. All right. And what kind of scale? Bigger than that, maybe? Okay. So do some orange. Oh. John. Who's John? Oh, thanks. Thanks, K5. I appreciate the kind words. Oh, John. Oh, yeah. John is Hyphonics. I'm sorry. Yeah, Carolina. K5 was watching a streamer that does really, really amazing content. Really funny, high energy, like Omegle and some other, kind of streaming in a lot of like joke and prank stuff. And he's a huge following. And I guess one time he noticed my stream, or had found my stream, and rated me. But I think I had already, I guess it wasn't a raid because I wasn't live, but just recommended the channel. So some of his viewers went over to the channel, and suddenly I had numbers, and suddenly people were watching, because for maybe more than 2 years, I was doing this stream just drawing the cartoons and just talking about like, artistic process and getting your stuff out there, like, trying to talk to people that wanted to be illustrators or cartoonists or whatever. And so that was a huge bump, because I was just talking to myself. I was getting like single digit viewers on everything. And I was basically just talking to myself. And but John from Hyphonics, so check out the Hyphonics YouTube channel. And sent some people over, and they had a really nice reaction. I mean, of course, some of the people immediately were just, were just fucking with me to see if how big of how big of a chump I was. So I got a little bit of the, can you say, can you say happy birthday to my friend? Last name Gers, first name Nick. I got a little bit of that right away, but I think that's like, that's a little hazing. That's a little shit testing to see if, to see what's going on. But yeah, so but that was very nice. And then K5 was one of the viewers that came over, and he suggested, because I was in Japan, to send a box of, just kind of random weird Japanese snacks. So like squid, dried squid and stuff, and some of the different like spicy crackers and stuff. But it was right during the time when they were starting to find the, virus in China. And so sending a box from Japan was maybe a little bit scary for them. So it was funny when they received it. They like sprayed it with Lysol and made sure it was disinfected, because nobody had any idea what we were dealing with, that early on. But yeah, but that was really fun. That was really happy. Yes. Yes, and K5 has been an awesome person to have around in chat and stuff forever, for all that time. That was really good. Yes, thanks as always, K5. Thanks for that. That was great motivation to find an audience and have that go. And then that carried over. And then the nice thing was that carried over to the some of the people that were then watching the cartoon stream watched the tabletop channel. So the tabletop channel got a bump, and that's why I am streaming on the tabletop channel as well, because there's been enough crossover that let's do this more or less perfect. I don't know. That's been really nice. Oh, I think I'll just blend it in. Yeah, it's been nice to have both of those platforms, because for both of them in early days, just nothing. We were streaming to nothing. We get excited. Oh, there's a viewer. And it was just one of us checking the stream on our phone. That's the real early days of live streaming. We're like, I think we got a viewer. Oh, that's me. Sorry. Yeah, it's a funny thing. And some people, and I think like some personalities are really cut out for it. And I think like John at Hyphonics is a natural entertainer. He's got really good energy, and is really and great ideas. I mean, it's amazing the stuff they come up with to play with the platform. It's almost like a new style of like a new comedy style that I think television's never really been able to do. Like television has done like prank shows and stuff, but it doesn't have that same kind of engagement. And also because it's live, there's all kinds of elements of improv and crazy surprise, and like things can go horribly wrong or horribly go really weird really fast. And I think that's fun, and he's able to handle all of that. That's a really amazing skill. All right. Yeah, let's do this so it's like a glossy bag. Oh, maybe a little bit of highlight too. Yeah, and it's funny that these new forms of content that are that streaming is creating are things that are so unique to like the time and the technology and everything, and it'll never be. It's not. You can't transfer any of that. You know how they've tried to do that, like people that are popular on social platforms, TikTok or Instagram or whatever. They'll try to give them a television show, or they'll try to do like a stand-up tour with them or something, and it just doesn't translate. Like the combination of the content and the platform now, and the way people consume it, is so different and so unique that it's just its own thing, and it's so much harder to for corporate interest to kind of get their claws into and to be able to exploit it, because it was built for an ad funded, but also a viewer supported, with super chats and stuff. People supporting it as it's live. So it's a whole different beast that there hasn't really been before, and I think people enjoy engaging with it much more. And I think because you have like a stake in it, I don't know. Yeah, there's just something very interesting about your you feel like you're participating. And when streamers do call outs of people in the chat and stuff, it's like you're being recognized, you're there. It's a more communal thing because you can affect what's going on a bit more, and that's so unique. And a lot of the more kind of corporate based entertainment, they don't want that. I mean, in fact, like talk shows, especially like the nighttime talk shows, used to be like that. It used to be more, people would just say whatever they wanted. It'd be these really weird, intimate conversations, and people weren't performing, or they weren't saying the things that their kind of handlers, their agents, or the movie studio or whatever was telling them to say to be safe to promote a project. They would just come on as a personality, and they would mostly be supporting themselves. Like the thing that they were advertising was themselves and their career, and that's really changed because it's become more about very controlled language, very careful. A very careful representation, just because I think the politics have gotten so dangerous. You can't let people say, bigoted or sexist stuff just casually and not be like, oh, okay, well, now we know what a terrible person they are. Yeah, it's very, very different. So, yeah, that's why there's so much control, because, and that's the weird thing, too, that even social media has brought up, like teachers posting bikini pictures, like holding a beer and wearing a bikini and, Acapulco or whatever. They are risking their job, because what if their students see that? So even their free time, you are representing the company you work for. That doesn't make any sense. And that sounds, again, like that trap, that horrible prison. Oops. We don't want off color, yeah, just pure black. There we go. All right. Okay. So, skipping the trick-or-treating, right? We're going to go right around. Yes, yes. Your first name, Al. Last name, Kaholic, yep. Oh, jeez, yeah. I would imagine, because it is so. He's the stuff he's doing is really wild, and people want to participate. People want to be part of the fun and the shock, and he's doing it well, and they can't do what he does, so they just want to scream the N-word, or type the N-word in chat, or say stupid things. Yeah. Yeah, that's true. And that's the thing. And once you get big enough, like probably he saw that. He saw at one time, he was getting bigger. And then once you hit this threshold, then you attract not just people that are interested in what you're doing, but people that want to just participate in this scale and the spectacle of it. Yeah, because he's got a big following, so there's going to be some bad apples in there. But that's the interesting thing, because you would, before the internet, before any of this stuff, thinking about how would you handle that, what would you do, that makes it impossible. If someone is going to misbehave in the audience, it's like if someone was at a play or at a recording of a television show, and they're just standing up and screaming and they're throwing things at the stage. It's like, well, we can't do that. It's impossible. But you have security at a theater, and you have mods on a stream. So you always have to be aware that someone is going to say, "What about me? Everybody, look at me." And it's not harmless, like yelling something at the movie screen, to make people laugh. In a movie, it's, they're being disruptive because they want to bring everything to a screeching halt and say, "Ha, I did that." So yeah, it's an interesting dynamic. But when you would think about, are these things going to be able to kind of self moderate and sustain themselves? And yeah, they do, because it's a community that kind of it's a interested group of people that are much more active and much more actively enjoying the content instead of just flipping channels. So the engagement is, like, I think, completely different. So this is a joke about just buying the candy. Yeah, the large candy eliminated. All the labor, all the work, all the labor intensive. Yeah. Oh yes, I mean. No, wait. Full of candy, I guess I should say. Large candy store. The because I didn't draw. You can't see what's in the bag, so it doesn't make a heck of a lot of sense. The large candy, the large full. The there's got to be a better way to say that. Made Halloween, no capital H, jeez. Less labor intensive. Yeah, and the funny thing about this this cartoon live stream is I kind of came up with the idea to keep myself on schedule because I was like missing dates and stuff. So I thought if I stream it, then I'll just regularly do it. But it really did mirror what happened with the cartoon itself, because I got the idea for the cartoon and said, wow, I think I can do an infinite number of these, because and it started as a daily cartoon idea because that was what the kind of internet was capable of, and no one really did that before. And they're daily newspaper cartoons, so why can't you just do daily internet web cartoons? And so once I came up with the idea and the format of kind of a magazine gag, single panel gag cartoon instead of like a story or sequential art, I just started doing it, and I did it for 2 years and just cranking it out there. And back then there was less online because this was early 2000s. So there was much less online as far as web comics. So if you wanted to read something online, there wasn't that much, and once you posted your stuff on a few of like the webtoons.com or whatever the big aggregators were back then, the big places to find stuff, people would find you. And so I was doing it, and not really, I could tell by the traffic on the website, people were reading it. And I just had a simple like JavaScript that was just like letting people, view on a kind of a menu or a calendar, the daily, kind of like how it's set up on Go Comics. But then I printed a bunch of shirts and stuff, and I went to San Diego Comic-Con to promote it and printed little books. And I liked the little book thing, so I wanted to do that anyhow. So I wanted to make physical versions of this. So I did these little books, and I think there's like one. Oh, there's one. No, at the other streaming. Yeah, there's little books everywhere. But the little book is like an eighth of a sheet of letter size paper. And went there and was selling them, and they got a nice response because of that's just cute and simple, and so a lot of people were buying things. And then I had people stopped by, like that were editors for the Disney magazines and stuff, and they said, "Oh yeah, you do this? I'm a fan of this. I read this every day." And so just doing it mindlessly, like having the idea, believing in the idea, and doing it mindlessly for 2 years with zero response. Then I met the Disney editors that were like, "Yeah, I'm a big fan of this. Why don't you, contact me and we'll talk about developing an original property for the kids magazine." Like, that's insane. And then one of the comic book guys, kind of the indie comic guys that I'd always talked to and was always a fan of at these shows, sent his syndicator my way, who was Sheena from Go Comics. And so she looked at my stuff and brought it back to her office to present. They go to the shows and they gather people that look like good prospects or whatever, and then they present them in a meeting, and people kind of vote on who they want to have on the site. And then that happened, and so it was just just really quickly. I've definitely told this story many times, so I apologize if you're hearing this again. But it was really that was really amazing. It just really happened fast. But if I hadn't been doing it, doing that daily cartoon just with no, just for the love of it and thinking this is a good idea, none of that would have happened. So the same thing happened with the stream. For some reason, John saw the stream and said, "Oh, this guy should have some attention. I don't know why he's doing this." And there's 2 people watching. So that was really cool. So he sent viewers my way, and it's been like that. Yeah. Ever since that nice, it's been this nice, hang and fun live stream. So that's funny. It was very similar to the comic. It's just do it, just believe in it and just do it because it's satisfying something for yourself. Because I think there's a lot of people, especially when they're trying to come up with, they want to write a book or create characters or make comics or whatever. They're thinking about, oh, this would be a really good movie, and I really want to do this because I want somebody to buy the movie rights. You don't think it just needs to, because then you'll see that in the work that the work itself will have this emptiness and this weird appeal to something that it's not. But if you're just trying to make a thing because you want to share that with the world, then I think that quality, people can feel that a lot more. But you have to have some ability to. The stuff that goes really far often is because there's tremendous talent behind it. I just have a tremendous amount of white space behind what I'm doing. So yeah, I'm missing that one component, but other than that. All right, so the large candy bag eliminated. Oh, okay, this doesn't make any sense. So made, I don't need eliminated. All right. Of pre-bought the large, yeah, because I want to make sure that is not an empty bag. That doesn't. Not saying that it's an empty bag. I like much less labor intensive. The large bag full of candy. Is there a more economic way to say that? Oh, that's so cool. Yeah, wow. So that's just John just saw me on the live tab. Look at that chump. Oh, that's great. That's great. Oh, heavy lifting is good too. Oh, yeah, that's even, yeah, that might be because that kind of implying a heavy bag full of candy. And that's funny. I got lucky. I was just live at the time. And it's probably just like a coincidence. The time difference just ended up lining up when he streamed in the US and when I was streaming in the middle of the day in Japan. That's funny. Yeah. Very funny. All right. Let's see here. Okay, so let's just do it this way. Large bag full of candy from the candy store. Yeah, made Halloween. Yeah, I like the heavy lifting idea though. That's funny imagining. Maybe there's another way. Oh yeah, let's do that for the last joke. Is like many full bags, because it used to be people like, and now you see like plastic, printed Halloween bags, or those plastic pumpkins or whatever, and that's what we always use as kind of the smaller thing. But there were some kids that was like pillowcases, and they would fill pillowcases full of candy, go to their parents' car, dump it out, and fill another pillowcase. And I think even people with trash bags, like people going around. So you end up with a trash bag full of candy at the end of the night. That probably does not even happen anymore, but I remember that. And just, the whole, people's whole idea. And you still see that though, like there's social media videos of when people nobody stays back at the house, nobody stays home at the house to pass out the candy, so they just put a bowl out and someone will just fill their bowl, to take the whole bowl with them. But that's like how intense people were about like how much candy. It was like a scramble, to get as much candy as you could in those few hours at night. And some people were pretty extreme. Yeah. Like kids would wear roller skates, so they could go between houses faster and carry, the biggest bags possible. Yeah. That's funny. Yeah. I still remember as a kid though, having like that Halloween candy you didn't really want to eat. It was just kind of like weird, random stuff. Still sitting in that plastic pumpkin, and then it was almost Easter. So you were never going to eat it. All right. A large bag full of candy from the candy store. Made. Or maybe the large bag full of candy from the candy store made Halloween much less labor intensive. But I'm kind of like missing the idea of, you buy candy to hand out candy. It's from the perspective of the kid. Yeah, maybe labor intensive doesn't work if I should just say something like, something more like a, single purchase point trick-or-treating or something. That sentence is so long and clumsy. Large bag full of candy from the candy store. So just a single trip to the candy store eliminated the need for a whole night of trick-or-treating. I don't think it's yeah, showing the bag being a Halloween themed bag, I don't think it's going to come across that you're not going to walk around and collect candy. Oh, but maybe I should say put the money in there. And expensive. Expensive. Oh yeah, but no costume too. See, I need to write. It's a novella that we're writing here. Made Halloween much more expensive, but less labor intensive. Oh, okay. How about? Okay, no costume and a trip to the candy store made Halloween much more expensive. And then our hero, jeez, man. I don't think this is gonna break into even 2 lines. I can't do a 3-line cartoon, can I? No costume and a trip to the candy store made Halloween much more expensive, but much less labor intensive, of course. Something stupid like was the Halloween life hack. Oh yeah, let's do something stupid like that. I think that language is going to sound very dated very soon. But no costume and a trip to the candy store. Was the perfect Halloween life hack. I hate that term, life hack. I'm sure somebody owns lifehack.com. Yeah, I think the audience is a little too old that may not be a recognizable phrase, but it makes a little bit more sense that I'm not saying candy, candy, candy 12 times. No costume and a trip to the candy store was a perfect Halloween life hack. Okay, let's just buying yourself Valentine's candy, which I'm sure of the joke I've made. All right. Yeah. 4 years later, here we are. Yeah, and it's so cool. Because I remember people have kind of come and go on the stream, but K5, you are a standard, a fundamental, a foundational member of the chat. Yeah, I really appreciate that. Oh yeah, I think I liked the phrase labor intensive, but I think the image needed to be better because it looks like it could be an empty bag, and it got confusing because you have to buy candy. Like somebody has to buy the candy. It doesn't just appear. So you do have to go to the store and buy candy. So like whoever the human element in the cartoon is, somebody buys candy. Is it the kids or So let's just go this way. So, too much thought. All right. Yeah, Halloween. Oh, Halloween hack. Yes, thank you, Carolina. Yes. Yeah, Halloween hack is good. Yeah, life hack is is Halloween your life? Let me put store on the next line then. Yeah, good idea, Carolina. Halloween hack is better. Yeah, I like that phrase, but I think I needed a different image. Like roller skates or something, would be a less labor intensive Halloween. No costume and a trip to the candy store was the perfect Halloween hack. All right. Yep. That'll do it. Okay, let me just make this one. I'll just make them as I go because I'm going to forget. And now that it's a totally different system for uploading, it's going to be much easier to forget. The nice thing, though, is it lists everything that's been uploaded, which FTP clients don't do. You can go back into like the logs, but this shows me everything that's been put up and where. All right, where is it? If it works. There we go. What? Oh, it's funny. Yeah, I didn't see it. All right. Here we go. Okay. Okay, well, it's not coming up. Let's try this way. See, I didn't even know if I'm putting it in the right place. There it is. Upload. Ready file. Cool. All right. Last one. Oh, man. Okay. Well, I guess we should take a... I'm so exhausted. Maybe we should take a another convenience store break here. Where is that? Revert here. Okay. All right. Here's that chime again you've been waiting for. The bouncing jack-o'-lanterns. Okay, here we go. Yes. All right, take it easy, Carolina. Your purpose has been fulfilled. Thank you for the edit. I appreciate it. Nice. Oh, almost 1. Yeah, please get some sleep. Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah, it's 5 p.m. here tomorrow. Yeah, great to see you, K5. Thanks for hanging out. Thank you. Oh, waiting for snacks. Okay, see, I'm keeping everybody up with the snacks. Okay, I'm reaching into the bag. Uh-oh, this is a small one. Oh, okay, this is not Halloween themed so specifically, but it's very weird. It's oh no, the bear is stuck in the gummy. So supposedly there's a bear. So these are kind of gummy cubes, right? You can kind of, oh no, then they're totally keying out on the video. Sorry. They are gummy cubes. Oh, here we go. Oh yeah, they look like, oh, that's keying out too. They're green cubes. Beautiful. I should plan this a little bit better. But these are called Bear in Ice Gummy. So that it looks like a green ice cube, I guess. And it looks a little more blue. So here's the idea, right? There's a little scared bear. It was kind of horrific looking. I guess that's why I grabbed it for the Halloween. Bear in Ice Gummy. And I don't think this is a big recognizable Japanese company. I hope it's not what there's been a lot of weird Korean candy in the Japanese convenience stores recently. Yeah, they're all green. Yep, but there's a bear in there. Oh, this is so pointless. I'm so sorry. These are totally keying out, but there is a bear in this green gummy. But I think the bear is green and the gummy is light green. But let's see if this is true. Wait. Oh, it's a really hard gummy, though. Yeah, no, wait. He's a different... Yeah. He's a different texture. So there's a gummy bear stuck in a gummy. So stupid. Yeah, see? There we go. I rescued him, and he's going to totally be king out. Yeah, so they took a gummy bear. You can kind of see him. A gummy bear, and they put him in a differently textured gummy cube. And they give him an alarmed expression. I don't know why they're calling it ice. I guess like... Okay, there's a gummy bear. There's green apple. Very fruity. And the cube is much chewier. It's weird. The cube is like lemony. Yeah. It's like a lemon flavor. Okay, I don't know. I think I just like the illustration. Oh my god. So a bear is stuck in ice. But it's all green, so that kind of doesn't make a heck of a lot of sense. But it's a really cute, because it's very transparent. Even more transparent when it's keying out. But it's a very transparent cube, so you can see the gummy bear in there. Like it's got a neat kind of three-dimensional look. And so let's not rip it apart and just try it together, because I think it's like 2 textures. So there's a lemon. Oh yeah, it's nice together because the lemon's a little sour and the apple is kind of sweet. Yeah. So it's a lot of the gummies, they do have like kind of 2 textured things, especially when they're kind of trying to simulate fruit. They'll do like a tougher outer, so it feels like skin, like biting into a grape or something, and then the inside is much more juicy, like liquidy and tender, like a flesh of the fruit. It's getting weirdly erotic. Oh yeah, these are good. The gimmick though, they should have gone blue, right? The bear should have been like a clear or a lighter color, or even like a creamy white, and then the cube should have been blue, but there was only the one version. Because the ice gimmick doesn't really make any sense. It works in the picture. Oh, but these are good. Always the gummy section. It's pretty big in the convenience store, and always really good stuff. This is like just fruit juice. Like the flavoring of this is just from fruit. It's not the weird kind of chemical fruit simulation. These are really good. But I'm not quite sure what the gimmick is. I mean, it got me to buy them, so I guess it kind of works because it's weird. It's just, you know, okay. There's a narrative to my candy. This tragic story of a bear stuck in a green cube of ice. Oh, these are good. So who is this? Usually people's like URLs and everything are all over this. Yeah. Almost just a smaller company. I don't see any big logos or anything. But it's funny. Novelty gummy candy. All right, so not Halloween flavored, but there is tragedy and death involved if the bear does not escape the cube. It's funny, though. You can literally pull it apart because it's two different kinds. All right. Well, good night, everyone. Oh, my God. 3:50 there. Oh, good night. Thank you so much for staying up. Appreciate you hanging out. And, yes, so please get some rest. And I'll see how Australia is doing. It's almost dinner time. It's getting to be dinner time in Australia. So, yeah, take care, Carolina and K5. Thanks so much for hanging out. All right, we've got one more cartoon. This one is this is today's cartoon, which is going to probably go up tomorrow. All right. And we'll see. I don't think there might not be anything specifically Halloween themed left, so I can save those for next time because I will be streaming for November much sooner than I thought because we're doing October so late. All right. So, that's right. Yeah, I like that the labor intensive thing. So let's or just the image of bursting pillowcases. Let's see if I can do something that reads like a bursting pillowcase. Oh, it kind of fell apart down here. Okay, so I'll just do this, but I'll probably have to break this up. It's like a cartoon bag of flour. Oh, actually, I don't want to go too low because I want eyes. All right. And another bursting pillowcase. Okay. I don't know why they have little feet. Just like the corners, sometimes the corners have the heavy stitching in a pillowcase. All right, so yeah, we'll just do. Oops. Bursting. All right. And this one I was going to kind of do this way. Oh, wrong layer. All right. We'll do the novelty apple. right. Novelty candy. Maybe a little bit more. There we go. Do some details on those. Yeah, we just do two birds. Okay, let's combine these and then cut them apart because I did such a terrible job of separating them. And then just put one on a different layer. Yeah, that way we can position them independently. Nice. Okay. All right, this apple isn't. There we go. A little bit higher there. Okay, so two huge bursting with Halloween candy. So we'll do some funny, kind of like a light blue. Yeah, because always the pillowcase is just a pillowcase, so it doesn't really even have, oops. Is it open? That one is, oh yeah, it is. Let's go even lighter. I think that was a little dark actually for the, there we go. For the blue. There we go. Yeah, so very un-Halloween colors. And maybe just like a, yeah, a blue and a, like a pastel pink. Oh, shoot. Yeah, it still looks too dark. Guess I want like very... Yeah, like that. Okay, but on the right layer this time. And so let's do blue in that range. Wow, yeah, that is really light. I'm doing it. I should be color choosing on a different monitor. Because these two monitors are not calibrated. So they're different colors. There we go. All right, then we need all the crazy Halloween colors. So this is where everything will be really saturated. Yeah, I think this is a totally forgotten thing. Oh, should I do stupid characters on the pillowcases? Yeah, because people, oh yeah, let's do like a chocolate color. People did have like the pillowcases from their bed, so sometimes they'd have Smurfs and things on them. Green is good. And let's do the like blue of a Three Musketeers bar. All right. We've got red and anything else? Sure, there's got to be some purple in there. It's Halloween. Okay, let's do this in yellow. And then maybe, oh, no. And then the sticks will just be white. Very little bit of white there. Okay, cool. So 2 extremely full bags. Yeah, I'll think about, it'd be funny to do some like 80s character stuff. Oh, on the candy too. A little bit of 3-dimensional. There we go. I don't have any of this selected, do I? Yeah, I definitely have to call these pillowcases because I don't know if it's gonna if they're gonna read as pillowcases. All right. And then some white. Okay. Yeah, it would be a funny, just like a really weird. Yeah, let me see if I can. I'll make this really faded, so hopefully it's not gonna. Smurfs. Yeah, they're back though, aren't they? It's like an active property, so maybe not a good thing to put on the pillowcase here. Let's go. Yeah, I don't think because even if I torture it by like stretching it so that it looks like it's on the bag, it's going to be just recognizable art. Yeah, what else? Like striped is not that common. Oh, just do them as colors. Yeah. Just do them that way. All right. Giant. All right. Or should there's something, or do them kind of two-tone? Maybe let's try that. Because you know sometimes pillowcases have that border, like a darker border. Or is this just going to look like rendering? I'll turn this off. There we go. Get that Smurf out of here. Yeah, let's not. So I'm going to try to draw a Smurf, which doesn't sound like much fun. And then something like that. Let's see. Does that work any better? Let's see. Oh, yeah. Good night, Carolina. Sorry. I'm sure you left a while ago, but yeah, thanks for tuning in. Oh, yeah. Let's do this, but then just bring this up down a little bit. There we go. Okay, yeah, that can be like a 210 pillowcase thing. Okay. Okay. So pillowcases held just enough Halloween candy to make it to Christmas. Yeah, let's go with that. All right. Overfilled pillowcases. Okay, let's see if anybody even knows what I'm talking about. Why are there pillowcases full of candy? All right. Overfilled. Let's see how the spell check likes. It usually doesn't. Oh, no, I guess that's a word. All right, we'll go with this one. Overfilled Halloween pillowcases. Overfilled pillowcases held just enough candy to make it to Christmas. Okay, let's see if that works. Yep. Cool. So it's claiming I can just drag and drop. Oh, there it goes. Yeah, I've got to specifically drop it on that little thing. There we go. So we've corrected the mistake here. Yeah. Cool. All right. That is going to be the cartoons until Halloween. So why don't we, because this is our last chance, why don't we take a look at everything? Because I produced a lot of stuff not on stream. So let's take a look. I think I've got this up already. Yep. Okay. So we'll start with the 22nd. Oh, where's my scene? There we go. Hey, hey. Oh, that's weird. The microphone just out of nowhere. Can I? Oh, I usually do this. Right. Wait. There we go. Okay, there we go. Sorry about that. All right. So, sorry, let's see here. There we go. Let's go through. So this is starting the 22nd of October. And we'll just go through everything that I did for October that I did do on stream and take a look at some comments. All right. So 22nd was being Halloween meant he was it being Halloween meant he was either sour apple or instant death. All right. For sour apple, I'd risk it. Nice. Considering the hazards that are artificial sweeteners, it should be wishing for death. Very nice. Okay. And then back to, come on. My clicks. Oh, it's this mouse. So the 17th, so October 17th. So just remember those weird toys, those like early learning toys or whatever that they made for babies that are like super stimulating. But yeah, just imagining doing like Halloween collectibles in that style. So they tried to be festive, ridiculous, but mostly incredibly collectible. Nice. Collectible maybe. Ridiculous for sure. All right. October 15th. Halloween was the rare occasion where a fuzzy plush spider felt in demand. Look at that. I'm just doing all these like weird like Beanie Baby type things. Mine are live, so I welcome every day. I need to go find my fuzzy plush bat. Worked in a pharmaceutical laboratory, and one Halloween someone hung a spider that would be activated when by clapping sound. Earlier one evening, housekeeping was mopping, and when he released the ringer, it made a clapping noise, and down came the spider in front of him. He let it a squeal. And some colorful epithets. Eventually, we all laughed from that day forward. Whenever he entered the lab, we looked for any surprises. Poor guy. Another occasion is when your younger sister is having a slumber party. You can figure out the rest for yourself. Mine are live. All right. There's some candy jokes. So the apple decided to lean into his dangerous Halloween reputation. Stuck with candy corn. Apples and candy corn, the last things left in the treat bag. Yes. Now that's a good idea. Maybe a candy or caramel apple. All right. It was mostly lid and very little lantern. That was October 8th. 3 comments. He has eyes, only has eyes for, I guess he only has eyes. Looks like a pumpkin spliced kawaii. Somebody wrote kawaii. All right. Nice. Yeah, it is the Hello Kitty eye spacing, isn't it? October 3rd. If it doesn't break, come on. It broke. October 3rd. There we go. They were legally distinct masks for royalty-free superheroes. Yeah, I just decided to do like a Domino mask and a Batman mask with the totally wrong colors. I don't know. Batman and Robin with 2 V's. Very good, very good. Ready to be worn by non-copyrighted heroes. We need more of those. All right. And any more? Oh, yeah, October 1st. Upright candy corn was appropriately spooky. I don't know why they're standing upright. It's the equinox. They look friendly enough. Only if it moves. There you go. Spookier still if they stood upside down. All right. So that was everything I did in the interim. This was obviously a little digital copy paste. Sorry about that. Yeah, and I think we went through these in the last stream, the September stuff. I think I drew most of them on the live stream. And I will try to do that for November. So this is Halloween. I hope everybody has a good one. Yeah, it's kind of sad they have, where is it? Where is it? They're putting all the signs up this year. Hello? Yeah, they've got big. That was from last year. I think this red one is this year. Yeah. So, let me see if I can do a show and tell here. No, let's do it over here. Hey, there we go. Yeah, they are putting these signs. Okay, timeout. They're putting these signs in the areas where they're having the big street gatherings and stuff. So it's a lot of public drinking, and they just leave trash everywhere. But it's people that want to kind of show off Halloween costumes and stuff, so they just kind of walk around in the areas. So now Shibuya, the popular place to do that in Tokyo, is posting these big signs. So no events for Halloween this year. But I think foreigners are so, stubborn, they're just going to try to do it anyhow. So they're literally going to have the police chase them away. And I heard that Shibuya is also talking about trying to say no public drinking, no gatherings, no, they're trying to minimize because the tourists just hang around, because public drinking is not illegal in Japan. So you just go to the convenience store and then you buy a bunch of booze and you just stand out on the street and drink it, and kind of causes a nuisance. And the weird thing that Osaka is doing is they're widening the sidewalks and putting seating areas. They're doing these big like cement blocks and stuff for people to sit on. It's just going to encourage more public drinking, and people are just going to start just loitering for hours, and then causing a lot of fun with each other. But yeah, this was a tradition for a while. It just kind of suddenly started, and everyone is a zombie basically. It's like a comedy joke costume or a zombie basically, because they already have cosplay in Japan, and they're professional serious people cosplaying. But yeah, so these signs are everywhere this year. So yeah, but have fun out there. Yeah, I want to watch some video, like I was talking about Galena, Illinois. My friends are telling me that that Halloween parade's gotten out of control, so the locals don't even go. I want to see some video of that, like see how crazy it gets, because it looks like people line up like off of the sidewalk and kind of wait for things to start. So crazy. Yeah. So yeah, I will be back soon, sooner than later, because it's going to be November in just a few days, and we'll do the November live stream and do some more cartoons. I don't think there's that many Thanksgiving jokes out there, but we'll come up with some fall and other kind of related stuff. And it was great to see everybody in the chat, and I know this goes a little bit late for North America, so Unknown Girl, I'm counting on you to show up closer to this time zone. But yeah, as usual, it's fun to see everybody and great to catch up. So I feel bad for procrastinating, but it just took a long time to get back into the swing of things and like feel like I even wanted to get on stream or anything. So thanks to everyone, and yeah, visit Upturned Table, which I might be streaming on as we speak, for the tabletop stuff. I'll be showing off a lot of the stuff I rescued from storage in the US. And yeah, this Friday, Thursday night, North American time, hopefully Chris and I will do another weekly. And yeah, then Matt, Will, Terry, and I will be probably doing some more Outgunned Indie Heat on Friday. So have a good holiday. Enjoy, eat lots of candy, and I'll see you again next time. Goodbye.